I arrived in Trinidad, which is rich in history and known for its colonial old town and cobblestone streets. After my long journey to get here, the first thing that was on my mind was food. So I'm just at San Jose restaurant in Trinidad. It came highly recommended. The mojitos here are very tasty and the food here is very good. Main start for around 11 cook. I came here between 6:30 and 7 p.m. and got a table very easily, and after 7 they started turning people away, so I would definitely come here earlier if you don't have a reservation. Casa de la Musica is a fantastic open-air music venue in central Trinidad, just off Plaza Mayor. You can't miss it as the music here is the centre point of the town's entertainment. It has daily live music where you have locals and tourists dancing salsa. The cover charge here is 2 cook. It is great just to walk around the town, take in the sights and admire the colourful buildings. The streets in central Trinidad are mainly cobbled, so wear comfortable shoes. There are a lot of unique art shops here, more so compared to Havana. Casa de la Musica is just as lively during the day as it is in the evening. Another great night out is the cave club Disco Ayala, which opens at 11 p.m. each night. The day after, I did a tour of Valle de los Ingenios, which is recognised as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This cost 20 cook per person by private taxi. The valley is not that big and can be covered in half a day. First stop was Mirador del Loma del Porto, which is a look at the entrance of the valley that gives some of the best views. There's also a bar here if you want to grab a drink. I also stopped off at Manaca Iznaga, which is a bell tower that is one of the most recognisable sites in the region. Going up costs 1 cook and the views are well worth a 7-storey climb up the narrow steep wooden stairs. The train station that brings you in from Trinidad is also located here. This takes about half an hour and leaves from Trinidad town centre at 9:30 a.m. and returns at 2 p.m. daily. This costs 10 cook. The final stop of the tour was San Isidro sugar plantation, which is a must-see sight when visiting the valley. The ruins of this abandoned sugar plantation have been excavated to give a better insight into what life was like here. Admission of 1 cook gives you entry and a tour by Ray. He gives you the history of slavery in Cuba and a touching and well-documented insight into how the slaves lived and were treated here. I've created extended footage of this that can be viewed at the end of this video. The following day I went to Grande Waterfall in Topes de Coyantes National Park. I arranged a private taxi to take me there and back, which cost 30 cook per person. On the way to the waterfall, I quickly stopped off at Mirador del Caribe, where you get a fantastic panoramic view. The hike starts off at a coffee plantation where you can get your caffeine hit to get you going for your trek. Entry costs 10 cook and it takes roughly 1 hour to get there. The trail is not well signposted, so pay attention to directions given. It's quite an easy walk initially, but it gets steeper as you get closer to the waterfall. I recommend you wear hiking shoes and avoid going there if it has rained. There are no facilities there, so bring water and snacks with you, but the hike was well worth the views at the waterfall. I wanted to relax on my last day in Trinidad, so I went to Playa Ancon. It is a 15-minute taxi ride from Trinidad and it costs 5 cook per person each way. This was my favourite beach in Trinidad as it has gorgeous white sands, the water is crystal clear and it wasn't busy at all, which was the best thing. There are some facilities here with chairs and umbrellas for hire, and you can also take a snorkeling trip to a nearby reef. If you decide to come to Cuba, Trinidad should definitely be on your list.